although we're not used to thinking about it like this trailer is on its own a discrete radio control model. Power switch, just these two things without the truck, and you already have a working model. This is of course the truck. Silver or maroon. I went with what I thought looked better, but in hindsight I think the maroon one would have. She's not quiet. Now this isn't just another toy. This thing's getting its own video because I'm so impressed with it. Have a look at this. I'm achieving that with the shoulder buttons up the top here, in and out. This is the sound, up and down either way, it's on and off. And lights are here. They're off. Just the headlights, and the parkers, and the spotties, and flashing signal lights too. I'm liking this. All right, let's get this trailer. Now I don't have high hopes for how well this is going to travel on this bumpy road, but let's see how we do. Not very well. It's actually quite a distracting sound kit. I think we're going to kill the sound. I think that's like more annoying than not. Steering and throttle are proportional. That's top speed. And the two axles are locked in the same gearbox. So they're always locked. And the fronts are just free spinning. Not a great turning circle. I'd like to be able to do something about that, but I don't think I can. Are we in this time? It feels like we might be. Yes! There was no camera trickery there, that just took a few goes. So, how's it drive? Well, this is not its natural environment. I don't know, I think it's alright so far. The trailer runs on 3.7 volts and the truck itself runs on 7.4. Clearly not made for bumpy roads. I think it's just as well that the wheels are locked. Alright, let's try loading something up then. Oh jeez. I think I need to be quite picky about where the truck is steered. The tiniest stuff stops it. But that's without mass over those rear wheels. Alright, we have a couple of changes to make here. First of all, let's drop this tailgate. Good old WPL C44KM, featured very early on the channel, this guy. This is a kit build. You can see that video here. This is a lovely little car, this. Now this is a 14th scale car, loading onto an 18th scale trailer. If I had more RCs in my collection, maybe I could have picked a more appropriate vehicle. Oh dear, you're not doing that well, Craig. But we saved it, good old WPL. All right, so we're on. Let's see if the weight makes any difference at all. Look, we should give it one more chance at sound, shouldn't we? All right, give it a go. Not the best start. Yeah, all right. All right, we've given it a chance with this brick on top. Let's see if that helps with traction. Traction's no good if your wheels can't touch the ground. I found this with the King Kong truck that I tried to drive a long time ago, although it only had one rear axle. I found putting some tread on the rear tires really helped. Are we doing that today? Probably not. Come on. Oh, you nearly had it that time. That stick gets in the way, doesn't it? Momentum? No momentum. I think we might need to find a road. Oh gee, this is not going well, is it? That's stupid. Steering is clearly a problem in the wet with those locked diffs. They're quite strong. I'm going to turn this off because the noise is driving me a little bit spare. Yeah, they're quite strong. I think the sound kit is actually a little bit lackluster. The constant cycling when the steering wheel is steering is not fun. Now let's have a look here. I think we got this time. Yes. All right, let's go for a drive. So that's its max speed. It's not a fast vehicle, but it does carry quite a bit of weight. With the locked dual rears, its steering leaves something to be desired, but I tell you what, it looks pretty legit, doesn't it? Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so it's definitely pretty, and with locked joined rear axles, despite a fairly poor turning circle, you'd think this truck could have some usability. But I think, as we've just found, it's really not that very good. Even on sealed road, that lousy steering angle just makes turning quite challenging. I gotta say, I didn't really enjoy driving it. I wanted to. I was really looking forward to this thing arriving. I really was. And look, it is stunning, but it is toy grade. I'm not sure what I think, because it's got definitely all the features. It's got a lot of mass, and the features are certainly there, but it doesn't drive very well. And if it doesn't drive very well, then I think you've got a pretty toy or a shelf queen. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. Well, that reminded me of another truck I haven't actually put on the channel before, and that was this little fella. Now, I got this with WPL's tracked vehicle as well, and I made a short about that some time ago. But that tracked vehicle is not much chop, so we're not going to include that. I'm just going to use this. Now, this is detachable. It's not a completely wireless module. It's connected by this little cable, but it is keyed and you can remove it. And the truck does have a standard little plate, so you can pull the thing out. It's even got little feet that'll come down, but they're manual. So this is spring loaded. It's not automated like on the Huina. Unlike the Huina here, which I think is a very nice toy grade, but it's still toy grade. This is hobby grade and it always has been. That's WPL. They don't do things by halves. They just do things a little bit more cheaply. Now, their radios are cheap. Okay. But the nice thing is these radios connect to other WPL vehicles as well, and sometimes you get an extra channel. In this case, okay, so we've got some ground in the way. There we go. There's a push rod, and the box is in underneath there. I just think that's really cool, hey? Now these tires are solid, they got rubber, but they're solid, there's no air in them. The tires in here do have air in them. Let's have a quick look underneath this thing. There you go. From the back, we've got our little box there that I was showing you with the push rod, although it's on the ground so it's struggling. You connect the wires when you get it yourself. No batteries in here. It connects via that signal wire I showed you. And this is a standard B36 configuration that we've seen from WPL before, and some years ago now on the channel I've already done a couple of videos with mine. These are linked in the rear with a semi-leaf spring thing at the top. This is fairly standard for them with a pass-through axle. And that extra driven wheel I think makes a lot of difference. Now these are all plastic. Yeah, they're all just cheap kind of plastic, but they do work. Now the other nice thing about these WPLs is that you get a proper servo. And they steer pretty well. So you do have trim on this guy, but the steering was not fantastic. So the tiniest little pebble stopped the Huina. Okay, well look, it fits on this. Let's see how this drives. Oh, and by the way, the door's open on this guy. You still have a full interior. All right, let's give it a drive, shall we? No sound kit, and I don't think we're going to miss it because the sound kit on the Huina I think was a bit of a miss for them. Oh, and I see I've made a mistake too, hang on. I've got to move this truck because I think it's actually stopping those wheels. It's not going to be as stable like this, but it's going to work. All right, this is tough terrain. Oh, we've hit something. There you go. So much better. Now for me, function over form is a big deal. Because you can have a pretty vehicle like this Huina, but if it doesn't drive very well, it's just not fun. Personal opinion, okay? We grabbed a stick there, we did all right. I need to be able to drive and enjoy this thing. This is a lot more fun than playing with a very pretty scale model that just gets stuck on the tiniest stone. This is a lot more than the tiniest stone here. The Huina has no hope. They're both stock. But the WPL, despite being quite a light vehicle, has a lot of traction and it's hauling beautifully. Now let's have a look under the hood here. Full disclosure, this is the 1200 milliamp hour lithium ion from the Huina. They've got a compatible battery connection. This comes with a 600 and it fits, the 1200 fits. If you're wondering, it's quite a large battery area. These are 18650s and you'd fit 3 of them really. So there's plenty of room there. How do I feel about both of these? Well, the Huina and its trailer were a lot more expensive than the WPL. And you arguably get more material with the Huina, but you don't get a driving experience. You don't get something that'll work in anything but sealed areas. Now, if you like trucks and you want to drive on a sealed area, great. The Huina might actually be what you want. But I suspect that I, like most others, at least on this channel, are going to leave the Huina and enjoy this thing. Now, while we're here, this is the tracked machine. It certainly looks pretty, but it does not drive well. It throws tracks all the time. I did a short with it once and that was enough for me. I actually don't enjoy driving this thing at all, so I haven't bothered. I never made any more content with it again. But you can get it and certainly drive it. And the nice thing about this little thing is it'll bind to this radio as well, and you just press the 2 buttons here and you can swap between this and that as being the active machines. So I've just pressed the 2 buttons to swap. It's a frustrating thing to drive this. A lot of pulsing to get it to do what I want. Nah, it's already starting to throw that track. Try it again. I'm gonna hand of God because I don't have all day. Oh jeez. Great success. Okay, then we press the 2 buttons again. And I've got now, yep, there we go. There we go. And of course I still have the original WPL B36 all metal underneath. It's heavy as, but it's really nice. So that leaves me with 3 trucks. 2 I enjoy using, 1 that I enjoy looking at, I suppose. The shed is coming. But in the meantime, thank you so much to my members. Here they are on screen. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for watching. Throw me a like if you enjoyed this simple little journey into looking at trucks. Tell me in the comments which one you'd have, because I like the look of the Huina, but that's where it ends for me. I find the Huina quite frustrating to drive, and so I don't think I'd have it. This has been a workhorse and I like it a lot, and there's a trailer for it as well, by the way. I'll put links in the descriptions to where you can find these, and I'll catch you again on RC-TNT. Cheers.